Good morning. It's February 22nd. Here's your morning news rundown. This was a very busy last 12 hours, so this is going to be a bit longer. With that, to all those who have become paid subscribers to this channel, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It truly means the world to me and it allows me to continue doing this work even on the weekends. If you want to support my work, the easiest way to do so, click the button below, become a paid subscriber today, or send a one-time Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. With that, let's just jump right into it. Overnight, the Trump administration launched an unprecedented purge of the United States military, targeting military leadership. Donald Trump announced that he would be terminating the Joint Chiefs of Staff chairman. Secretary Pete Hegseth announced that he would be terminating the chairwoman of the Navy, Lisa Franchetti, and a number of other individuals within the Judge Advocate Corps will be terminated as well. And that is probably the most dangerous part of this. They are trying to fire low-level attorneys within the United States military in an effort to install loyalists who will carry out the agenda of the Trump administration. So an unprecedented military purge. But that's not all. Donald Trump lost significantly in court overnight. For the first time, his team appealed to the United States Supreme Court. And the United States Supreme Court, in a case that would decide the future of whether or not Donald Trump could remove the head of the Office of Special Counsel, Hampton Dellinger, said that he cannot, at least for now. The Supreme Court declined for now to let Trump oust Hampton Dellinger, letting the official stay in the job until at least Wednesday of this week. This is a loss for the Trump administration and what was expected to be a win for the Trump administration. So the Supreme Court didn't just give a blanket win to the administration. In addition, the Department of Justice took the unusual step of confirming that it had filed a misconduct complaint against a D.C. federal judge over her handling of recent hearings and litigation over Donald Trump's efforts to bar trans troops from serving in the United States military. A Maryland federal judge largely granted an injunction blocking a Trump action to cut off federal funding to programs that involve DEI. A Virginia federal judge denied an injunction that sought to broadly halt DOJ's access to systems within the Department of Treasury and the OPM, Office of Personnel Management. And a New York federal judge granted an injunction to extend an earlier order restricting DOJ's access at Treasury, but declined to block some other work there. Lots of news overnight. But that's not all. This morning, Donald Trump put on Truth Social that he thought Elon Musk was doing a, quote, great job, but he wanted to see him get more aggressive. This comes as Republican Representative Glenn Grothman in Wisconsin appeared in front of constituents and faced an extremely hostile crowd. He was criticized over Musk-related spending cuts and fears over Medicaid. His own constituents, Republicans, are feeling it from their constituents. They are continuing to get harassed and berated by constituents who voted them into office and don't believe they're doing a good enough job, especially now that Elon Musk is cutting Medicaid and or is trying to cut critical government programs. Former Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio, who was recently pardoned by Donald Trump, was arrested by United States Capitol Police at the United States Capitol for assaulting a protester. So that happened as well. In addition, Earth Justice, a significant nonprofit environmental group, filed the first environmental lawsuit against the Trump administration. This lawsuit targets the coastline, the protections of various coastlines across the United States. So that happened. The Associated Press has sued the Trump administration as well for violating the First Amendment rights of the news organization, for barring it from entering the Oval Office, along with Air Force One over its refusal to use the term Gulf of America. So, folks, that's all the news right now. And I guess one other piece of significant news. There are reports from Reuters that the United States may consider cutting off Ukraine's internet through Starlink if President Zelensky does not accept a peace deal. Right now, President Zelensky is not accepting a deal in which he would have to give up literally 50% of Ukraine's rare earth metals to the United States. And there is reporting that Donald Trump may try to cut off Ukraine's internet access if he doesn't do so in a quid pro quo. So yeah, I'll be back this afternoon with an evening news update. As always, comment below your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you want to support my channel, and I'll see you in the evening.